What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more of Sci-Fi Live from New York Comic-Con. I'm Andre Meadows, and today we are talking about Family Guy. We got some voice casts, we got some people working on the show. Let's just have everyone quickly introduce themselves and what they do on Family Guy.
My name is Rich Appel with Alex Sulkin. We're executive producers.
I'm Cara Vallo. I'm also an executive producer.
Hey, I'm Mike Henry. I'm Cleveland.
And Herbert. Oh, no, I'm also Bruce. No, no, no.
That's what I do.
I'm John Viner, and we now return to, which is my voiceover.
Yes.
And Rich already, he totally sandbagged my introduction, so we're showrunners.
And he does voices.
Nice. So Family Guy is going into its 17th season. It has over 300 episodes. It's been playing since 1999. Is that crazy for you guys to see the ride that this show has had for a show that was originally canceled and then brought back and now has been running and continues to run?
Yes.
Twice.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that was there at the beginning. Yeah, we started in a tiny little office building in the Valley in 1998, trying to make each other laugh, trying to make Seth laugh. And then no one could find us for a little while. We got canceled, and then we came back strong with all these folks, and here we are 20 years later, literally.
Nice. And what has the experience been like having to work on the show so many years? Do you ever have issues, or is it easier or harder to figure out what to do next with the show, figure out ideas for the show? Like, do you feel like you are looking for ideas, or is it just like there's always something that you guys can make fun of?
Well, there's like more than 600 episodes of The Simpsons to pick from, so no, we don't do that. You know, it's a challenge because our characters don't age, but it's also a huge opportunity because since it's animated, we could tell any story we want, and there's not really the budget issue of building a set of the moon for one joke. We can do that, and Cara and all her artists have to draw it.
And Stewie's not 21.
Yeah. So you never have to worry about like the kid growing up and having to get a new kid and stuff. So yeah. And then of course, crazy things have happened in the world between 1999 and today. Is that always something that you guys can use as inspiration for coming up with ideas on the show as well?
Yes. We do, and the thing, we have an episode coming up this season where Peter goes to work for Donald Trump in Washington. And, you know, like a lot of things that happen in the news, since it takes us a year to write, record, and animate our shows, you have to hope that you stay at least with the news. And that one was a challenge, to try to keep it current.
Well, we did the O.J. Simpson episode, and then he got thrown in jail, and so we had to set it in the past. Is that what we did? How do we fix that?
Well, I mean,
That sounds right.
It takes 2 years to produce episodes of our shows, so we can't be too timely about our topics. So we try to make them as sort of accessible and broad. And with animation, you can really exploit the medium to go, you know, in so many different places that there's always the possibility to come up with new stories and to have different takes on stories like Donald Trump, for instance.
Some things...
It's not irrelevant because it's animation.
Some things just line up right. Like last weekend on our premiere, we had a joke about Kanye West being crazy, and it just aired one day after Kanye West went crazy again. So sometimes it just works out, luckily.
The magic just sort of happens.
Yeah.
Or you can kind of assume like, they're
He'll
gonna
probably be crazy at some point around this time.
It was another example of Family Guy predicting the future.
Yeah. We're going to get one of those articles going, one of those blogs, like 10 times Family Guy predicted the future. Well, I believe we actually have a clip that we wanted to show. So we're going to show that right now.
There are a lot of fat guys here.
Well, yeah, Brian. Every man's true weight is at least 20 pounds heavier than how they look. You know how much energy it takes to hold all that in? You can finally let go. Just relax. Exhale for once. Exhale like you never have to attract a pretty woman ever again.
Wow, that feels amazing.
Now, let's order some food. I'm starving.
Nice to meet you, Starving. I'm Brian.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, give it up for that, yes. So yeah, Brian getting the married life, right?
He got married last Sunday, and so that's from the next episode where Peter takes him through a tour of what being a husband is really like.
I like it. I like it. So obviously you had the famous crossover with The Simpsons. Are there any other shows that you would love to see Family Guy crossover with?
Well, I know this guy out here is going to be happy. We have Bob's Burgers coming on.
What?
But we didn't. I'm not going to say it's
not going to be that happy.
It's a full. You won't be that happy because there's not a lot of them. But those guys, Lauren Bouchard and John Benjamin, they do voices on our show and as other characters too, and they're good sports. So we have a little fun with them.
I've always had a dream that we could cross over with Chicago Med, so we're still hoping that'll work.
I like it. I like it. Any other wish lists?
Good times.
I'd like to meet Seth.
That would be good. That would be good. Just real quick before we get out of here, we're gonna do a couple quick either/ors. I'm gonna throw some at you. Just say either one or the other. Armageddon or Deep Impact?
Deep Impact.
Nice. Fritos or Cheetos?
Fritos.
Deadpool or Batman?
Batman.
Oh, wow, it's a collective. All right. Bob Ross or Ross from Friends?
Bob Ross.
That was really easy. And the last one, my first favorite. Miracle Whip or Cool Whip?
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip? Cool Whip. There you go. There you have it. So ladies and gentlemen, Family Guy is on Fox. Make sure you check out all the new episodes. Once more time, thank you so much to the cast and the people working on Family Guy.
An hour and 20 minutes to get here.
An hour and 20 minutes to talk for 10. It's really appreciate it, though. Stay tuned. We got more here at Sci-Fi. Make sure you tweet us. Use a hashtag NYCC and hashtag It's a Fan Thing. And coming up, we got Travis McElroy talking about the Adventure Zone graphic novel. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, everybody.
I'm Jackie Jennings with SYFY WIRE. If you can't get enough of New York Comic Con, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel for news, interviews, cosplay, and so much more. What are you waiting for?